I guess, Ben, just sort of what was it like getting out there finally?
I was nervous a little bit, but, it was good. This is what I've been waiting for. This is what I've been dreaming for, so I was excited to get out there.
What's the last couple of months been like where you're watching your teammates play, but you're not getting to?
It's just kind of a mental thing, though, this is a minor setback, so, I just, I know I was going to get better and get out there, so I was just waiting towards it, and today was the day, so.
To get that offensive board and the putback right when you get on the floor, did that help calm the nerves at all?
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
What's it been like with your teammates as you're going through this process, and what have they been like?
They've been supportive, they just tell me, just with your turnout, this part of the process. Injuries, you can't control that, but you can control what you do on the floor when you get back, so.
Chris, what do you think of what Ben did tonight?
I loved it. Obviously, he came in and got a lot of offensive rebounds. He was a presence down on the glass, and every time he got it, he scored. I think he only missed one shot on the rim, so I loved it, obviously. And I like when he come in because he a physical big, and he going to hit you for sure.
It sounds like it's been a tough week at practice for you to play 37 minutes today. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I know we down a lot of players right now, so I know I got to just keep my body right, just stay icing my knees, stay in the ice tub, just doing stuff to recover my body 100%, just make sure I'm staying on top of my body and stuff. So, yeah, it really didn't bother me. I'm going to make sure I get in the ice tub and stuff after I leave from here.
They took a lead halfway through that second half. How'd you guys lock back in and finish this one out?
We had to try to get it on the defensive end. We didn't guard well like we wanted to, but it was a gritty game. We fought it out. We just tried to get it on the defensive end for sure.
Chris, take me through some of these practices leading up to today after last Saturday. What's the emphasis on defense? I know we've talked about it a lot, but what was the practices like leading into today?
I'm gonna just be honest with you. We've been
getting to it. Defensive side, he's emphasized. It's damn near a defensive practice the whole time.
Yeah, facts.
We just gotta take pride as a team and guard the ball.
And it's mostly a lot of pad rebounding, a lot of rebounding and stuff. And we doing a lot of shell. He had shut practice down and brought practice back at 3 one day because he felt like we weren't playing hard enough. Our effort wasn't good, which it wasn't. One team was playing hard, the other one wasn't. So he's just been trying to get us to focus and put in effort. That's what it's gonna all boil down to with this team. We got a lot of talent, but we gotta have effort on the other side of the ball. On the defensive side.
Chris, you mentioned the injuries, and you guys, when you come together like this, when you guys try to mesh through the summer and then now you're having starters kind of go down. How is it tough resetting and trying to mesh and build that chemistry when you have different rotations out there?
Yeah, for sure. Because you used to playing 8 to 9 guys, every night. So obviously, players like Ben, Makai, all those guys got to step up for it. So yeah, it's kind of been hard, but we got faith in them guys. They on scholarship too. They some good basketball players. We know they're gonna come in and do what they supposed to do. It's just gonna take them a while because they haven't played actual college games, but they gonna get it. We believe in them.
Sorry, Chris. On Tuesday, Coach really emphasized the importance of getting back to fundamentals with the defensive struggles and whatnot. Overall tonight, just given everything that happened, just how do you feel like you guys emphasized and played with those fundamentals?
We emphasized it a lot during the timeouts and all that, but we really didn't execute it well when we was out there. They was getting a lot of threes, a lot of step-in threes, a lot of pitch behind threes. So we just gotta work on that during practice. We gotta really fix that because leading into the Big 12, we gonna have to really fix that.
Yeah, it's that was an interesting basketball game. You don't ever expect to go into a basketball game without your starting point guard, your starting 4-man, and your starting 5. And after Kanye went down with the injury, that's where we ended up. So the bright side of this is that I thought our defense was good in the second half. If you look at the numbers, we held them to below 30% on everything, shooting wise. But in the second half, we also turned the ball over 9 times, which that's the difference between winning by 12 and winning by 25. And the disheartening part about that is that the 9 turnovers, I think 8 of them were by your starting 1, 2, and 3. So we've got to do a better job taking care of the basketball. But when you lose that many players, it just puts you in some odd positions with some odd lineups. And I thought for the most part, the guys handled that well and, kept on playing basketball.
Talked on Tuesday whenever we spoke with you about just the emphasis on defensive practice. Sort of how did you feel the guys carried that over into the game?
I thought for the first, 5 minutes, I thought we were pretty good. I mean, I look up, it's 17-4. We're at the media timeout. I thought, okay, man, they actually tried and are doing what we're asking. We had, I want to say at that point, 10 or 12 deflections, and we're doing a good job. And then, we come out after that timeout, and I think that we start reverting back to playing through our offense, and we turn the ball over probably 4 out of 7 possessions. And the next thing you know, we allow them to get a couple threes and they get a little bit of confidence, and now you've got a basketball game. And that's our fault. And that's the discipline and the toughness and the character that you have to have, and you have to be able to carry it from that timeout or the 5-minute mark, carry it to the next one. And we just didn't do that. And that, again, that's a really big area for growth for our team.
How'd you feel Ben did? I think he played 7 or 8 minutes. How'd you feel he did in his time?
I thought Ben was fantastic. Yeah, I mean, he rebounded the ball at a high rate. He didn't do things that, he can't do. I thought he played hard. He dove on the floor in the corner. I thought he gave us a boost. It was good to see him out there, and I'm excited for him moving forward.
What was your message to the team, the under 8? I think they took a brief lead, and you guys went on a 14-1 run after that under 8.
Well, it had been an 11-0 run right before that 8 timeout, right, if I'm not mistaken. I talked to them civilly and told them that this is embarrassing and that they need to be better. At some point as the coach, it can't be me that wants it more than them. They've got to want it more than me. And that's basically what I told them. Like, guys, you're going to continue this course, and you're going to get embarrassed. You're going to be on SportsCenter because you lost to UMKC, and that's nothing against UMKC. Marvin had his team ready to play. They played well. And I thought in the second half against Oklahoma they played really well. So this is about us. This is, I talk to friends and colleagues across the country, and we all say the same thing. We're just so darn casual defensively. Their team, my team, every team, it seems, with the exception of the Iowa States and the Houstons and the Arizona, and those guys are in the Big 12. That's the problem. And that's what I keep telling them, like, we have to win these games and we have to concentrate on each game, but you're fixing to go into the best league in the country, and it's not even close this year. So we better get better quickly.
At first glance, how bad did you think Kanye's injury was?
I'm not a doctor. I got no clue. I know that he was walking on it in the locker room. He's limping a little bit, but typically, if it's something huge, they'd have him in a brace and on crutches immediately. And Kanye's a tough kid, so I'm sure that if he can go, he will. I don't know though. I don't ever speculate on that kind of stuff.
Then, not to cross over, but Tuesday you talked about just the importance of, getting back to fundamentals and emphasizing that. So overall tonight, how well do you think you guys executed that?
Again, I thought that for a while we had pretty good fundamentals, but in the first half, we had 8 blow-bys, meaning I'm guarding you and you just beat me off the dribble and you get to the basket. It's unheard of. You can't do that. And we had a couple guys, that they were the main culprits of it. It wasn't like you had 8 different guys with one. I mean, you had, some guys that got beat 3 or 4 times themselves, and you can't allow that to happen. With that being said, blow-bys happen in a game, and you've got to have a good team, sound team defense, and that's where after about that first 5 minutes, I thought that we weren't very good.
You mentioned guys playing in different spots. Chris played 37 minutes tonight. Obviously had to play some more 5. Just sort of what you think of his game? Yeah,
I didn't play Chris at the 5 very much. Probably no more than 5 minutes. Because you played Ben, you played Makai, you played Millie, and I thought Millie had a good game today. I don't think we should overlook that. I thought he was productive. I don't know what his line was, but I thought that he was productive. Yeah, 5 for 5 from the field. Now, obviously, I'd love for those rebounding numbers to get up in 20 minutes. You got to get more than 3 rebounds, but I thought he did a good job. With that being said, back to Chris. Chris played well. Chris has been playing well. He's been practicing well. Man, it's good to see him be the player that he is. Chris just provides you so much versatility. I played him at the 3. I played him at the 4. I played him at the 5. It's a lot of versatility. So it's good to have him doing that.
That Sam Houston game, you sat him in the second half. Were you wondering how he'd respond to that? And it sounds like he's responded pretty well.
Boy, that was so long ago. I don't know what my mental was at that point. I can tell you that if I sat him, it was because he probably wasn't playing to his potential, and now he's playing at a much higher level, and obviously you can see how talented he is. I said it to the guys before Bedlam. Good Lord touched him. Touched him, and he's got a lot of natural ability. He's got a chance to play for a long, long time at a high level and make money. And if he keeps this up, he'll do those things.
How big is this 2-week stretch when you just have 2 games, no classwork, and focus on probably some of the things that you want to focus on?
Man, it's the best time of the year. I've said that, I think, Tuesday as well. It's the best time of the year. We have no pressures other than playing basketball. And everybody, from the time they're little, they want to just be a basketball player and get paid for it. And you know what I mean? Like, we're there. So, I think this is it's fantastic time. Like, you get to come in and practice for 2-3 hours, whatever that is, and then you can come back and work on your game on your own. We've got nothing else to do. So it's a time when they're really good players, and they take that next leap, and they continue to elevate their game. And we've got, again, guys, we have good character. Those guys are in the gym. They do their 300 club and above. We've just got to get better defensively. That's got to be important to us, and we just can't be so darn casual.
Yeah. What's up with Lefty?
Lefty's just battling some ailments, man, and I'm sure he'll be fine. It's just he's working through some things.
How do you feel? You've had a ton of injuries throughout this preseason. Just sort of how do you feel guys are rotationally at this point with 2 games going into the big?
Shoot, what rotation do we have? You know what I mean? I try to put the 5 best players on the floor at the time that are playing well and keep them fresh and get the other guys in and spell them minutes. And when those other guys come in and play well, I try to roll with them. But it's hard to have a rotation because, we've just had so many darn injuries. And, knock on wood, Kevin has done an unbelievable job. Our training staff's working their tail off, but we got to have some good fortune, some good luck here. Hopefully we'll get that for Christmas. I know I was listening to Matt Painter the other day, and he said for Christmas he wants his guys to be able to contain the dribble. Well, I'll take that, but I want to get healthy. Because I think that if we're healthy and we're bought in defensively, we've got a chance to have a good run in the Big 12. And I'm saying all this and we're 10-1, so I don't want to be Scrooge here. I don't want to be Scrooge, but we guys, we have a long ways to go, and we have a high ceiling. We have a high ceiling.
How do you feel like Andre played tonight?
Thought he played well. Yeah, again, 20 minutes. He didn't miss a shot from the floor. I thought he played well. I'm happy for him to get him, to see him be rewarded.